Rigeria bwen Soko TV no mugoroba hunde umiyekigimo mugoroba weru tukirigarie 12 somutinyo gatano mwaka we Chile fuibere 25 na rimono kugena kwane buna kugendera buya aseri tukorigima na bugano gendera tukubwatia Soko TV kura Chinsa 12 cheke mambi gwikira bodi ya cheragere Chinsa Ikomi ngakyuko ya nyorama ya asenchira yobwenge buna basike baitu bayarganirie aso mugoroba obono tusanga so bwama wetera asenchira yo mutandao wekerera Facebook abega sensemeria YouTube bwen Soko TV eriteriane Ishmael Mogere. Asomo chaka no mugoroba bana omuseneta we county ya Nyamira Kongo Mogeri ni gagendere kumwakire kuko daktari Fredi Matiangi aseganga yaye yokuriga ekirugo kyoburayi wense gukwana korwase ensemo yebunge ya West Mogrango Mogeri ni gobo igo abolira bamenyi borogongo rwa gusi gochera barayi barachi gokora emirimo na daktari Fredi Matiangi oyo agoteba urachi gokonya ense ya Kenya ni gobo igo Mogeri amochire omurayi wense daktari William Samuel Ruto asogotekerania mugendero asensemo yende amochiro oburayi bwaye mugabara we county ya Nyamira musinyaribu obwo botekeraneti bunakwerera ase obwagare
lakini mbateviga umanyete chikurabuna chiwakwa baka minyoke na irobi na renji korende chamatia igoncho nanga mwante vile ronga yokongo mugeni ayeto ukolera mapema njema wo mkole ndio gongwa ke ane saa 12 ngete bonda ndio kankuli ke ngo smile ngoresa njema nyoke na irobi chiko kanyero ekiaro mate na chiwa kwa chema tie ndengo tomujira alia irobi mata na bako ande baso ngege ndeke nga muri ko rore ngo bana katanga no shikori ke jare ngono ko bole ekiara ndo ko to mama tie anyi na irobi amanya chiko sali buna likichia ta mwa dia bachimba bako moi wete ekiara okanda alio sa kwa kunga mondo na wete na bachimba bara mudwane lakini wakatoto mama chumbe baito baisa ne ko ruchubiria for senator bawe kana irobi bakuru aneroyo mtoto kitafredi okengo nande to te uri amuruto na nonyo wetaga njere ya onto kana na to njere beranga ya ali no tole ayo mole omonto ebona lianda ito kutuita ole bile bona na lianda tate bango manyanga bitwa liringi 12 kandi bona ole bile bango ende ko jokotora siringi esecha ese muswado yale tata obuye taxi yoko chakoje bunga oli cheni sibangete nando eti ya machikande una kotoko ni cha Mombasa tuana chweta taxi eti na Rwanda eti na Burundi bona bakoliye chaye bakari ko myako chikogole chaye ko Burundi nali Rwanda goko gendese ende mugoro kasha goko ende kwa begeruwe kadi bataka mutanda ifaje kazi muri pe wende bona ngiya guturusiri yari ne chaye fwe tata geto mutanda ajiwe to irange ne chaye fwe liyo mutanda tuntu ajaro to mundu we mutanda esa kanya toko iro roche efisio mwako na wako mo kichibande jime tolira ile resukuru amotenga gindi ngere lisiti ona araka ni efisio ruto wono kandi ngata ito korra bando skuru tota ito korra ngende chiko chikurunga ne skuru fees ngagore similia nene elie bwata internet ngoji waka ne efisio ne internet abanga mo bwata si mondo eta mai tire ndalo to kolera that is why to whatever ngaruto ni wani ruto ni wani Asase muyende chinga kige karokia Africa Forward Summit kaendera taso mocho Nairobi muraiwe kiama kia DCP Gadi Gashagwa diga mochiro muraiwa ya Dr. William Samuel Ruto mono asokoro wasiribaga alia babegu kuchaka kwa imeyense Gashagwa serikwane aye kuruwase chobisi chinene kiama kia DCP aigaso mocho Nairobi niga atabire muraiwa Ruto nigo bogendera tukube kensi ya Kenya ime yengoro.
We thank the United Nations Secretary General for coming to Nairobi so that we address him from here on the danger that the Horn of Africa faces, courtesy of his host, Mr. William Ruto, a man who is the greatest disrespecter of the rule of law, the greatest human rights violator, a vicious man, a callous character, a born master and a practicing dictator, Instead of boasting of hosting over 30 presidents in Nairobi, William Ruto must focus on solving domestic issues. 3 days ago, six Kenyans in Mandera were brutally butchered by Jubilant forces who continue to illegally occupy the Kenyan soil. 7 other Kenyans are fighting for their lives in hospital, and not a single word from William Ruto. As we speak, Mandera County remains insecure and a big threat to the peace in the Horn of Africa. This is highly occasioned by issuance of Kenyan national IDs to non-Kenyan Somalis to enable them get an easy access to passports across the world. This has opened the world to terror groups in terrorist shells in Somalia. Kenya has become a haven of state-sponsored goonism and political intolerance. Ahead of the 10th August 2027 polls, Kenya risks to have over 2 million goons in the streets, courtesy of William Ruto's creation. Kenya risks the Haiti route. Women and children are tortured and attacked in with live ammunition, tear gas canisters, and the brutality of clubs and machetes, not once, not twice. Businesses belonging to certain communities are being torched by goons under police escort, and the president remains silent. Mr. William Ruto is, in a mischievous way, creating electoral fear and voter suppression. Kenya risks slipping into anarchy. Might William Ruto be tempted to rig elections that he is about to lose? We urge the world, and especially the UN Secretary General, that the actions and omissions of President William Ruto ahead of 2027 polls. Mr. Antonio Guterres, Kenya has become a global hub for abductions, human trafficking, an international drug superhighway, an international drug destination.
Muwaziri w'ikiganche kinene giense John Mbadi nigarairo musangerekano igatie wizara y'ikiganche giense n'abantu abanyene ni cyabo erikubeko buruso bw'Uburayi obwo burengete kura okubwatira negatie serikali inse y'umuruberi umanyekaire buna PPP eriyo koreta amagendero amanene korengana na Mbadi okubwatira no kuoni okora chigo keyo muzigo bwo kurusie bango kurwase abananchi.
This conference is therefore not a ceremonial event. It is a technical dialogue aimed at operationalizing the next phase of our infrastructure agenda. Our goal is to shift the fiscal burden of infrastructure from the taxpayer to the private investor through structures that are bankable, transparent, and mutually beneficial. We are trying to shift away from the traditional funding where we turned to taxpayer to support or finance our infrastructure projects to a more private sector involved development agenda.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the PPP Directorate, our institutional focus remains centered on cultivating a mature transaction ecosystem capable of sustaining technically viable, commercially resilient, and investment-responsive infrastructure partnerships across strategically significant sectors of the economy. And as we do speak today, our focus is on the key sectors as determined in the medium-term plan.
Why is this PPP symposium now? Because Kenya is at a critical juncture of its PPP journey, building on the strong foundations that have been laid, learning from the lessons learned, and shifting its delivery to more scalable, bankable PPP projects. World Bank Group sponsorship reflects this moment of transition from building frameworks to actualizing projects and diversify the sources of capital.
Asanse mwende kiombe kia anti-imperialist nigo bakolero kurubekana imimu cho Nairobi chinga kigekaro kia Africa Forward Summit kayenderete aso kurubekana uko nigo bamuchiro murayibwense ya France Emmanuel Macron asoko mamincha nugo mwanya bantu chinga kiboigo bamubwataliro murayibwense Ruto ase amangana aho buna bakwerera aso mugoroba obono.
Today we start our procession. This procession is done at the backdrop of the French imperialism offensive. that is conceived as Africa Forward Summit. We would like to give it a counter logic to reinterpret to the Kenyan masses what it basically means to welcome French imperialism. Tell President Macron that just like President William Samoei Ruto here, both of your hands are full of blood of the innocent Kenyan people. We are hosting this protest after one theoretical conference that was organized by the World Anti-Imperialist Platform to give analysis to imperialism. And secondly, for the political mobilization that took place yesterday to call the French imperialism what they are, the murderers and the plunderers of the African people. We are going to do a comparison. If French is really interested in the development of Kenya, what has French done in Ivory Coast? Only murder of children, rape of women, and plunder. This is the legacy of French imperialism. If French is interested of genuine partnership with the Nairobi, what has happened in Ouagadougou? What has happened in the Sahel region? Only deaths and more plundering. The French is coming to occupy our country. And even Ruto himself is not safe. The day he changes his mind not to be a puppet, that is the day will be bombed. Yeah. Even the people who are here that are actually saying that they welcome development, what we can tell them, that the 4 military bases that are going to be hosted now, the United States unmanned drones military base in Garissa has been killing the Somalis, have been used to, to advance the war in Sudan. But they have not been used in the Kenyan street because the Kenyan government is still compliant to the United States imperialism. When that situation changes, then we will know, President William Samoei Ruto and the political class will know that Kenya is not a sovereign country. There are also 800 naval, military men that are in the Kenyan Naval Corps. What are they doing? If you are coming to sign security cooperation, do you need 800 naval personnel to be able to guard Macron in this country? So Macron is a disaster, and for us, we will call the security contract that has been signed as an element of occupation. Long live the Communist Party Marxist Kenya. Long live. Long live anti-imperialist front. Long live. Long live the struggle of the oppressed Kenyans. Long live.
Asense mwende magiga ya Yoweri Kaguta Museveni we myaka 53 noyo mogochoro kubumura iwense Uganda sentunda ya gatano na kabere kuru mwaka we chilifu ibere 25 arimo iko mwaka we chilifu 30 noyo mo weterekia makia National Resistance Movement NRM nigati anigweri kugendera kora ense ya Uganda emige tigia kololo Museveni nigaso etuburayi omwaka we 1953 na gatano arimo abo asegatia barayi wekera na Uganda no mukonyi bumura iwense Professor Kidhure Kindiki huyo kabiro murayo kari wensi ya Kenya Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta amuna bara ibande kura sorogongo rwa Afrika.
I, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, swear in the name of the Almighty God that I shall faithfully exercise the functions of the President of Uganda and shall uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and observe the laws of Uganda, and that I shall promote the welfare of the people of Uganda. So help me God.
His Excellency the President has successfully taken the oath of allegiance and the oath of presidency. He is now signing on the respective protocols. Excellencies, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, we now have a new president. Who will take us the presidential term 2026-2031. Thank you, NRM cadres. Thank you, NRM leaders. Thank you, NRM mobilizers.
Amayanda nigabwata insa sensemo ye chienko kasarani magigayo muswati yomo uikonyoro mokoli mirimo gutuka gasiritie obogima bwae banyanyimbo nigo baikirana senseme yo na kuiru mubero ya senkendu ya city mochari chinga kiboti kibwa chakiwe ase korekyo ondeta yobe ko byara asomo koli mirimo eyo ase amenyete hegotebekana nigo baachia bichuko Asa ya bwatikine ni chigosori boswe chigosori cha AFCON cyo mwaka w'ikili fuibere 2025 na kabere muraiwe kiumbegia CAF Daktari Patrice Mosepe muraiwe kiumbegia FKF Hussein Mohamed na boiga barai batendete chigosori kurwase Chinsa cha Tanzania na boiga Uganda niko bakwanirigoro ya marigani chigosori cha AFCON mwaka w'ikili fuibere 2025 na kabere ichikira chikokorekana ase Chinsa echigaisa to Kenya Uganda na Tanzania gukwana nabarali yemi mu cyo Nairobi niko Hussein Mohamed ainekiribu na marigani yonsi niko under
your leadership and in partnership with our minister in Kenya, good progress has been made, and this is going to be an enormously successful AFCON. Can we get hands? Thank you.
Mr. President, I have no doubt East Africa is ready, and East Africa will deliver not one, but the best AFCON that the continent and the world has ever seen. And in that regard, we don't intend to compete with Morocco, as the Minister has alluded to. We are unique in East Africa, and we will deliver a unique AFCON that has never been seen. And in this regard, President, it's not just about the hardware being the facilities and the stadiums, but also the software. East Africa is known for its hospitality. We are known for a hard-working population, and we are known for delivering quality, and you experienced that with Chan. So as we work on the hardware, which is the infrastructure and the stadiums, I assure you that we will be working on the software so that we give all the fans across the world a spectacular event. For those who will visit the region, you will be happy and proud of East Africa once you experience AFCON 2027, and we will work day and night within the local organizing committees to ensure that that fun experience is second to none. With just those few remarks, President, I say thank you for standing with us. I know behind the scenes many may not talk about this. You have gone beyond call of duty to ensure that this competition is hosted in East Africa, and for that we thank you so much. Thank you so much. Welcome to Kenya, and God bless you.
Yamano asoko bwate maya asenchira yobenge Chinsa Ikomi na gwikira buno to gwikira omwaire korire ensa eyamune Chinsa isa to Frida kirwo na chioko yaretera asenchira yobwikira no buno basike baitu bagendera tuko yarigania ase omugoroba obono gendera kwatengira na kubwati mirobiri ndi atigere ase omugoroba obono gwikeria nkyo Chinsa enye gwika isana ne maso mirobiri wetero bini ritariane Ishmael Moger mugoroba omuya.